caucus with Democrats. By registering, I'm able to vote in the important primaries locally. The people who are working for me mostly are devoting their time right now to Tim Conover and Alan Grayson, which is what I think a higher priority than the race. We have time to win it after the 1st of September. Now, my platform, yeah, that's pretty obscure. Oh, hey, my background. Got a PhD in theoretical physics. Been working 35 years solving electromagnetic problems. I know how to solve problems. Unfortunately, we just got a whole pile of problems. I know how to solve them. The trick is how to implement the solutions. That's not going to happen until you have people who are committed to representing you, who are taking only their salary and are not getting wealthy and not dependent upon corporations to get reelected. So I will challenge the other representatives in the House to join a straight era caucus of people who are committed to these ethical ideals, and it's up to you guys to vote out people who won't do that. That's how we get started on the problem. It's possible to talk about these things, as these gentlefolk have pointed out, because of Bernie, only because of Bernie. I've been stressing over these same issues 15 years with no way to open the door and talk about them. You could not start a conversation in under an hour because nobody thought any of these things were possible. They're all possible, and we need to do them all. And the way to do that is to fight corporate corruption. Now, my webpage begins with the idea that I am a principled conservative and a progressive Berniecrat. Now, if those things sound somewhat odd to compare, I maintain that they are the same, and that you've been listening to the mass media too much. And the mass media's corporate mission is to drive divisiveness, to use fear, to generate hatred. So the old-fashioned use of the word conservative was a person who believed in good government, like liberals did, who wanted to have a prosperous society where everybody did well. But they wanted to accomplish it by doing proven solutions. And liberals were like, yeah, well, we can improve on that. Let's try this, let's try that, okay? Well, we're in a position now where we are so far away from the proven solutions that, yeah, you can be a real conservative and a wild progressive at the same time. We have so many laws which are bad laws, and we have such an ingrained respect for the law that when people say, oh, that immigrant is illegal, that person is illegal, people think there's some meaning to that. And I don't see the meaning because people passed those laws, they were bad laws. Let's get real. And the thing that's preventing us from getting real is the money that flows from corporations to Congress. I'm writing on the platform that I am not going to accept corporate contributions. I'm down with union contributions if I'm in agreement with what the union wants to get done and if they endorse my platform on that basis. And at this point, people have to take contributions from people. The goal will be to get to public financing of elections. And once people get away from the idea of having to donate money to elect officials who then pay a salary to, we've made some progress. What I hope to do is to get openings, to shoot a straight arrow into the House, the solid wall of corporate influence, poke a little holes, let a little light into the process. Now, where did that straight arrow terminology come from? When I was contracting, when I worked 15 years with at Georgia Tech doing research, mostly for the Army and the Air Force, ran into a lot of government contracting officers, and found out you couldn't buy them lunch, you couldn't take them on a trip, you couldn't give them a ride in your car because they were bound by straight arrow ethics statutes. Now, why do those not apply to congressmen? They should. Are you going to get congressmen to vote for that? Meh. later, after you get enough people into a straight area caucus, after they realize that it doesn't matter whether they're conservatives for good government or progressives for better government, that they have to be, that the public recognizes this as a basic distinction, whether you're working for corporations or you're working for us. I like the people who are working for us. We don't have very many of them now. I appreciate your time. I'll appreciate your vote. We're going to send you out emails on a growing tree. We're going to win this election through spreading that tree underground. We are seeds. They don't know it.